Welcome to another episode of Meet Me Outside. It's your boy Kunal. It's your boy Dennis. It's your boy Bruce. Merry belated Christmas.
Merry belated Christmas.
You got me drugs and candy, and I ain't mad at it.
You got me nothing.
I got you nothing.
But I knew you were going to get me nothing.
Good.
And that's why I said, let me re-gift some bullshit. This way you'll feel guilty. I'm turning it around. I'm turning around the guilt.
I don't feel remotely guilty.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You feel a little guilty.
You know what? You're right.
I know you do.
I do. You're right. I fucking hate that. I hate that you know that I am feeling guilty.
Not a lot, but just a little bit. Where you're like, I couldn't get him, a candy bar? Because that's what I got you.
I was looking up shit all day.
No, you were
I swear to God. I swear to God I was looking up shit.
For me?
For you, yeah.
What can Amazon get here in 3 hours?
No. I was just going to be like, here's a picture of it. It'll be there in 3 days.
I had to do that with my brother, actually. I got my brother a book and one of those can crushers for the wall because he's sober. So every time I go over his apartment, he just has dozens of empty seltzer cans laying around. Right. He's still drunk. When you're drunk, you got beer cans and empty booze bottles over the place.
That's not an alcoholic. It's a slob. He's just a slob.
Sean, you're a slob, and I got you a can crusher.
Right.
But I also got him a book by Ram Dass.
Okay.
About patience.
All right.
That won't be here till January 15th. So I feel like that was fitting.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He's
got to put it into practice before he even gets the book.
Of course. I've got a theory about... This is my thing about Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I think that, now, there's some people with family and, people you're in a relationship with... Some years you win, some years you lose.
Absolutely true,
okay,
dude.
all right. So
absolutely
I'm
true.
not the only one who thinks
no,
this.
absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Because I was at New York Comedy Club, and I'm just talking to people that work there.
Yeah. This is Christmas Eve?
This is Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And I go, don't you guys feel like sometimes you win, sometimes you lose? And they laughed because it was they could tell there was a feeling there.
Obviously.
But it's just some guy was like, well, just I like the feeling of giving, and I go, oh, please.
No, I like the feeling of giving.
So do
But you know
I.
what's better than giving someone a gift?
Making out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's lots of them making out, getting your dick sucked.
No, I meant making out on good.
Oh, of course. That's what I meant metaphorical.
That's such a weird left turn.
You said make out.
Making out like a bandit.
Well, you should have added those last words.
Yeah, not making out oh, yeah.
What do you mean making out like a bit? Like you take the little eye masks up before you start kissing?
You take the bandana down from the mouth?
Yeah, you got. If you're going to make out like a bandit, you got to, yeah. No, yeah, getting a gift that's really, that you're actually excited for, and you don't have to fake this is great.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Genuine excitement.
Yes.
That's way better than giving someone a gift.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
So how do you feel that I gave you candy and drugs?
I do feel
real excitement. Real guilt.
The drug. If it just stopped at the candy, I'd be like, "Fuck this guy." I don't.
Yeah,
care.
you'd be like, "No big deal."
I don't give a shit. I can spend $3.
Right.
But
then I committed a felony for you.
And then you put the drugs in there, and then and that's where it got real. So, but the point is, I get in there and I say that, and I judge it. I judge with everybody. Right? With who?
Their reactions?
No. For example, I got gifts for Dina.
Uh-huh.
And last year she got me these headphones, these Beats headphones.
Nice.
And I opened them up like it was an engagement ring.
Sure.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, this is.
Did you start crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I teared up.
How'd you know?
It was, yeah. I mean, she knew.
Not to knock her gift, but weren't they very big 5 years ago?
No. These were the ones, the in-ear ones.
Okay.
And they came out a month before.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. These are phenomenal.
Is 50 Cent still involved with Beats?
That's Dre.
Wow, I'm dumb.
Dude, you haven't sound any older. Good God. Lordy, they made a fucking documentary about Dre starting Beats.
He's Snoop Dogg's friend, right? He's homies with Snoop.
Is he the murderer? They have a song called Cop Killer.
Yeah.
It's every time you bring up rap music to older white people, they always go, the NWA. Oh, they can say it.
Yeah, they can say it. How come I can't say it?
Right. It's always
a classic argument that we still haven't gotten to the bottom of. But it's not for the holidays.
I mean, it's not a Christmas argument.
No,
that's for damn sure.
It's not very Christmassy.
It's a Thanksgiving argument.
Yeah, that's a good. Your uncle's across the table.
Yes.
You're both holding each end of the wishbone.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he starts dropping them, right? Starts dropping facts.
Yeah. And you're just hoping that wishbone breaks in your favor.
Like, oh God, I hope I got a good grip on this thing to prove a point.
You know what my wish is? That you can never say it, and it works. All right, so and like this year I got her stuff, and I'm just like, I'm thinking.
Now you kind of have a Christmas background, I guess.
What do you mean?
Like, I know you said you didn't really do Thanksgiving growing up. We talked about that on the Thanksgiving episode.
Right.
Did you did Christmas though growing up every year?
No, we stopped because my dad was like, enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your dad said no more.
No more merriment.
At what age did he stop Christmas?
I was like 12.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it's over.
I love.
That's when it stops being
All
as much fun, you know?
Oh, what? Getting gifts?
Yeah. Well, no, like
when
the
does
merriment, the childlikeness, believing in Santa. Did you ever believe in Santa?
No.
You were definitely the kid ruining it for everybody else in third grade.
I wasn't at all.
Yeah.
The reason why I just didn't, and I have this bit that I'm working about, like you can't convince a New York City kid that Santa exists.
Right.
Because there's no chimney. And then you have to tell them that Santa's coming through the front door. And it's like when you live in an apartment, that's the last thing you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's either
you got deadbolts.
Yeah, it's either I believe in Santa or I believe we're not safe.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
And even if we have a door guy, it's like, now can he be trusted?
Yeah.
You just let this guy in?
Right.
You're
You're just letting anybody in.
Could be a bomb.
Right.
We don't know. Post 9/11 New York, right?
I was like 23 at that point. So
how come none of these SantaCon guys have blown something up yet? Put your money where your mouth is, frat boys.
What a weird request. Listen here, frat dudes. I'm tired of you just getting drunk in the streets. Why don't you blow something up? Be real men.
Just once, I want to have a die-hard Christmas. You know what I mean? Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun. That's what I want.
What?
Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Is that from Die Hard?
Yeah, you don't remember that scene?
No.
You don't really?
No.
I figured you would know
my
Die
favorite,
Hard front to back.
No. I'm going to say right now, my new Christmas action movie, Four Brothers.
Tell us a little bit about that that film.
Have I told you about this film?
I know the film well. Not that well. Not that well.
Okay. I mean, first of all, it takes place during Christmas.
It's Marky Mark, right?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
Wahlberg, Tyrese.
Was it Seal? I already fucked up Trey and 50 Cent. Might as well keep doubling down. You know, the mayor, Eric Adams.
Yeah, he's in it. What's Andre 3000?
That's right, he is in that. What a weird role for him to play in a way.
Very odd.
Yeah.
Very odd. And it's just so they're all adopted kids. And this is the white guy, the other white
rock and roll guy.
Garrett
Nobody
Lund.
gives a shit. Yeah.
He's like very punk. Everyone's like, he's just there for.
It's amazing that at the adoption agency, they're like, well, we have all these different stereotypes for you to choose from. And the mom was just like, I'll take one of each.
Yeah. But there's like a Latin baby.
Yeah, right. Put that one back.
Yeah.
No Asian, no Latin. I'll take one everything else.
It's either black and white, all right? That's how I do things. But not only is that's my narrow view of thinking, it's also how I like my children.
Yes.
So she gets murdered.
Okay.
And then it's up to Mark Wahlberg, and the rest of the Mercer brothers.
The Mercers.
Yeah. And it's just great it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, he comes
it's a good Christmas movie.
He breaks into he goes, disrupts the basketball game, steals the basketball. He goes, my name is Bobby Mercer.
Whoa. He goes, I got the rock now.
Thank you.
Like 200 people would be like, fucking get that guy. Like, stop him.
But then he goes, my name is Bobby Mercer. Somebody killed my mother, Evelyn. And then he pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
He pulls out a gun at a high school.
At a high school basketball game?
It's insane.
I got the rock now.
Yeah.
My mother was murdered. Merry Christmas, by the way.
And then my favorite part is when he flashes the piece, like the ref is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
It's like, save it for halftime.
Yeah, do it after school. That's what these kids are used to.
So that's your Christmas movie.
That's my Christmas movie.
That's a good one.
Yes. But I feel like, with gifts, sometimes I feel like I win and sometimes I feel like I lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fine.
It's there's an ongoing joke in my family since I was a early teens when I first got into rock and roll and punk rock and all that shit. Sure. And all I wanted to do, you know what it's like when you're a kid and you don't have the money to like dress the way you want to dress and kind of like just have the things you want to have.
How did you want to dress that required money?
Band T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to wear band T-shirts and I wanted to wear Doc Martens shoes, and
that's what I was looking up for you, by the way, is band shirts.
Yeah, but you know me. I'm
I'm
weird with clothes.
I was going to buy you a hat, and then the hat that I wanted to get.
A hat? What are you talking about? You trying to make me into a hat guy?
No, I mean.
What kind of a hat?
It was like a black hat.
Like a black Carhartt?
No.
Just regular beanie?
A black baseball cap.
Baseball cap?
Yeah.
You're trying to make me a baseball cap guy?
Yeah. You used to wear a baseball cap.
Shut up, man. I don't want anyone to know this.
Yeah, we all were there, dude. It was ridiculous. It was a black hat, had a swastika on it.
It was only for a short while.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a swastika. I thought it was an Indian peace and love thing.
That's all you were about. So yeah, it was.
Wait. But running joke in my family. So all I wanted that year, I was probably like 13, 14 years old. All I wanted, boots and band T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I showed them. I was like, these are the bands. This is the website you could get it at. Rancid, NoFX. Your typical run of the mill.
Of course,
you know
Anti-Flag.
Yeah, stuff like that. My mom got me.
So sad that I wanted the same shirt. I'm so upset.
My mom, I open up. She's like, "You're gonna like this one."
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
a box.
I hope it's. I hope it's a No Doubt shirt.
I would have been happy with that. I would be like,
but Tragic Kingdom. That one?
Tragic Kingdom, great album.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
no, I don't knock it. Don't speak.
I thought. Hey, bro, I don't tell you. I'm just a girl. You know?
Yeah, Sunday morning. I know. Kind of works. You know what it was? I opened up the first box. It's a black leather jacket, like what Fonz would wear. The Fonz would wear.
She got you a Ramones jacket.
She got me, it wasn't like a motorcycle leather jacket.
Okay.
It was like a black bomber jacket. Now
Okay.
keep in mind, I'm 14.
Yeah.
Trying to look punk rock. And the other thing she gave me, she was like, well, if you don't like that, maybe you'll like this. It was a gold chain with a cross on it. I was like, and check this out. Apparently, I don't remember this. So fast forward to this past. So that's where the joke began in my family, where it was like every year Dennis gets something where it's like, you don't even know me.
Yeah.
One year she got me an iPod docking station. I was a Zune man. I was a Zune man. I said, bitch. Mom, I'm sorry if you listen. I said, bitch.
This is so insane.
She had gotten me the Zune. Why would she not know?
Okay, all right. Okay, that's fair. That's complete. In all fairness, since she got you the Zune, she should know better.
She got me the Zune for my birthday in April, and then Christmas comes around.
Yeah,
she's
that's
like,
a huge fuck up.
iPod docking station.
Yeah, it's
and I just kind of laughed.
Yeah.
But
and it's not that your birthday's in January.
No.
It's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like, when she gave me the iPod docking station, I'll never forget. My girlfriend was over at the time. It's Christmas Eve. I'm at my parents. You know what I mean? It's late. It's like 11:30 at night. People are leaving. She comes up to me. She's like, I can't wait till morning. I just really want to see your face when you open this.
Yeah.
And I opened it. And my girlfriend knew before I did, I think, where she just, like, kind of turned away. And I'm holding it there like a baby. And I look up at my mom. I'm like, you don't know me at all, do you? And I keep repeating that phrase because I guess I must have said it more than once to her on Christmas. Because this past Christmas, literally yesterday, we're recording the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm outside smoking a cigarette with my mom. How Christmas has changed.
Yeah,
right? Smoking a butt with mom out on the deck.
Right.
How's your Christmas, lady? And she hits me with this. We're having a great, quiet Christmas in my family. My family has had some disruptive Christmases.
Sure.
We had a string maybe 8 years ago where 3 years in a row there was a fist fight in my house on Christmas Eve.
Jesus Christ.
We've settled down, though.
I just imagine her, you're smoking the cigarettes, you're on the back deck, and she goes,
she just flicks it in my face.
No.
Calls me a pussy.
No. She goes, I got to show you something.
Oh, God.
And then she, like, underneath the deck, there's the iPod docking station. And she connected a Zune to it.
Yeah.
It could have worked the entire time.
It could have worked, asshole. There was an auxiliary jack in the back.
That's all you had to do was believe.
Sure, you can't make it work with the alarm clock function on it, but it would have worked as a speaker.
You don't get up anyway.
The iPod docking station has become sentient after all this time. Please. Love me.
Or take me out.
Not to fall back on my robot voice, but please. I do love a good artificial intelligence
it's great.
joke.
It's fantastic.
So yesterday, I'm out on the deck smoking a cigarette with my mom. Christmas Day. Everyone's happy, nice and quiet.
No fist fights?
No fist fights.
Beautiful.
And she's a little quiet, and all of a sudden she looks at me and she goes, you know what I can't stop thinking about today? And I'm like, what? She goes, you remember when you told me you don't know me at all on Christmas? You know, that really hurt me. And I was just like, will you shut up, woman? We're having a good Christmas. I literally said to her, I go, get over it, Mom.
Yeah. After a while, that's what it has to be.
Just get it. And then I pulled a Mark Maron. I was like, are we cool?
Yeah.
I said, are we cool? She goes, we're fine. I go, all right, good.
11 minutes in.
Yeah. a long time, and finally I was like, "We good, Mom?"
That's fantastic. I called my mom yesterday. I got her some Christmas stuff. I got her like a coloring set. Pencils.
What do you mean a coloring set?
Like
Colored
pencils.
Well, your mom's former. I don't want to say former artist.
She does artwork. Yeah,
she does art.
She
likes
has
art
draw.
history.
Yeah. So I figured that was good.
I've been posing for her.
She's run out of peach pencils.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. It's charcoal, I'll have you know. Right. It's a charcoal medium. All right?
Okay. Yeah.
At the end of it, she's got charcoal dust on her fingers. I have Cheeto dust on my fingers.
There's so much charcoal, she starts grilling over. All right. So,
you know how like you use a finger to smudge the charcoal? She's using her forearm, just shading my stomach. Just like, I got to really get in there. Got to make that oval
she throws
shine.
Her arm out.
By the time she's done, she looks like a miner from the 1940s.
She's in
coming out of the hole.
She's in blackface.
We're both in blackface for some reason. At the end of it.
All right.
Anyway.
So, I got her a colored pencil set, a coloring book, and the book of puzzles. Right? You know, like mental puzzles.
Crossword. She likes
it.
These are all on point. Yeah.
All on point. I called my brother yesterday.
You send him anything?
No.
But he don't send you shit, right?
No. We've done getting each other gifts.
Yeah.
We've done doing any of that kind of stuff. You know, he's just, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, just trying to pay off some debts. And it's like, I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing wilder than hearing somebody tell you about them being in debt when they make like 30 times the amount you make.
Yes.
You know
I agree with that.
It's like, there's like such a huge disconnect with people with money and people without.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, I can't understand any of that.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, where's the wherewithal? Read the goddamn room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk about this real quick. It's with every person that has money develops this weird sense. And I'm beyond my brother now. I'm talking about, like, for example, I want to talk. Did you see Avatar 2?
No, I didn't see Avatar 1. Did you see Avatar 2?
I didn't see Avatar 1.
We should go see Avatar 1. We should take the drugs I gave you.
This is phenomenal. I didn't think I met anyone who hasn't seen Avatar 1.
I didn't see it.
Why not?
At the time, it just wasn't something where, like,
there was no interest.
This was my reaction to seeing the trailers when I was like, because also it's like, I was like 22, 23. You know
Wait,
what I mean?
when the first one came out?
Yeah, the first one came out like 10 years ago plus.
Did it?
Yeah, it's been out for a long time.
I thought it came out even longer than that.
It could be. I don't know. My point being, I was like a young, you know what I mean?
Let me find out.
So, like, this is me watching the trailer for Avatar. Oh, it looks like Fern Gully. But it looks cool. Definitely looks cool. Maybe I'll watch it eventually.
2009.
Wow. So, yeah, it's been like fucking 13 years.
So how old were you?
2009, I would have been 20.
Yeah, okay.
2021 maybe.
Yeah, I was like 24, and I was like, no interest.
I was like, maybe I'll watch it at some point. But
and then everybody watched it, and then it left theaters in the 3D aspect, and I was like, well, now I don't want to watch it.
Definitely one of those movies where I'm like, if I'm not going to see it in theaters, I'm going to have to wait 12 years when I have a huge TV to kind of watch it. I don't have a huge TV yet. I didn't.
At the time,
At the time, I didn't have a huge TV. I had a nice TV.
Yeah.
But it wasn't huge.
Wasn't huge, yeah.
But another reason why I was kind of deterred from watching it is I read these stories. Maybe you heard about these.
Okay.
There were some people, definitely lonely nerds.
Yeah, of course.
lonely nerds who went and watched the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe went and saw it a couple times in theaters.
Right.
And then when it was done in theaters, they developed this like severe depression because they said it was such a fantastical world that they wanted to be a part of, and regular life was so dreary that they became severely depressed. There's online support groups for these guys.
I'm never the one kind of person to say this.
Yes, you are. First of all, yes, you are.
It's like, you know, the thing is, it's just like everyone's like, they got to bring back bullying. Like, this is, you know what I mean? This is when you start to feel this way. You start to feel like you got to bring back bullying when somebody goes, man, it's a fantastical world I'd love to live in.
Listen, when I finish a really good book, a lot of people, when you finish a really good book that you really enjoyed, you're really into, there is a bit of hollowness you feel.
I understand that.
But it's almost like grief, where it's like you can't have the grief without experiencing this great thing that you enjoy.
But it's like, then you get over it.
You get over it. But
you don't make it. You don't live in the sadness.
These guys. Can you imagine, like, your brother? It's like, Billy, you've been out of work for like 6 months. You know what I mean? What's going on? Anything I can do for you? It's like, just can't stop thinking about Avatar. You know what I mean? Can't stop thinking about those blue ladies, and I'll never get to have sex with one of them. Right. I'll never get to jump through the air with a tail.
I'll never be able to suck one of their tails off. It's like, wait, is that even in the movie? It doesn't matter.
All I want is a blue toe in my mouth, and it's never going to happen.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Just watch hentai like an adult.
Yeah, just to hear those people who are severely depressed just need to succumb to hentai.
Yeah, that's it.
And they'll probably be fine.
There's nothing wrong. I think it's great.
But I was afraid. I was like, what if I go and see it?
You thought you were going to be this guy?
I was like, what if I am one of these guys where I'm so into it?
You know, that's if it's an actual fear, I get it. Well, I mean, I don't buy it.
Was I sitting at home afraid of seeing this movie? No. But I was like, I wonder if I saw it, would I become? Would I really be into it?
What a lonely man.
Very lonely. No, not really. But also, like we said, once it was out of theaters, I was like, I'm not going to go watch this.
Also, everyone saw it, and it felt like The Sixth Sense to me. I felt like, everyone's seen it. I don't feel like seeing it.
Also, I'm sure I heard other people say Fern Gully afterwards, but
yes.
But it's Pocahontas. It's Fern Gully. We've seen this fucking movie already.
Course,
you know what I mean?
Times.
They've made it. They just haven't made it look this good. We should take drugs and go see the second one though,
and not see the first.
Up to you.
Yeah, all right, we'll figure it out.
Up to you. You want to make a day of it?
We'll make a day of it.
Start here, watch the movie, take the drugs and then we have to venture out into the world.
Sounds great. Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
James Cameron, there was a thing that he said during an interview about
he says wild shit sometimes.
Yeah. He said this. He said that, I was riddled with testosterone, and it's a poison you got to get out of your system. And
this sounds like a grown-up incel. It's like I'm all worked up, and I gotta get this out of me.
I think this is it like fantastical language? Yes. Is it like too much? Yes.
Well, what was he referring to? What the hell is he talking about?
Basically, he was saying that when he was younger, he would do wild and crazy shit.
Okay.
Which he's not wrong.
Yeah, we all do wild and crazy shit.
We all do wild.
When you're young.
And he's like, testosterone's like a real, and it's like, it's like a poison. You got to get it out of your system. And I think what he kind of means is like, listen, you're young, you're dumb, you're full of cum.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to sow your wild oats.
Yeah. There's a guy, a buddy of mine, he goes, man, I'm so happy my sex drive has gone down. He's like in his 50s.
Yeah.
He's like, I love it. I'm like thrilled. I feel like more clear-headed.
Are his initials JD?
No.
Okay.
No. We're not
well, I know somebody too.
We're not gonna we're not gonna name names. I don't want to name names. In this situation, I don't know because it's unnecessary. But
talk about somebody's sex drive.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
I won't take money out of their pocket. I won't take an erection away.
Yeah, I'm not going
to ruin these things. So it's like I get what he's saying by that, by saying, "Oh, my testosterone's a real bitch," and people now are taking testosterone. Mm-hmm. They're like still fucking running and gunning.
Yeah,
and I get it because that's the world we live in, where people can be older and do that kind of shit.
Right.
And the thing that ties it back to me is what he said this, and Elon Musk responded with, "Testosterone rocks, not gonna lie," And it's like,
Talk about a nerd.
Yeah.
Talk about a lonely nerd.
That's another thing, too. And this is my problem with people that are millionaires and billionaires, is not the fact that they got the money. Mm-hmm. That part is a separate issue. That's everyone's problem.
Yeah, sure.
Who doesn't have that much money. My issue is that every time these guys chime in, they always think they can just do and be anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it sucks being in a profession that we're in where it's like you work at, you do comedy, because comedy doesn't require an instrument.
This is the highest profession that everyone looks at and goes, I could do that.
I could do this.
You know what I mean? Everybody thinks they could do it.
The amount of people that have come to me and gone, I can do this. Yeah. The amount of people that are millionaires, I know, like at this point, there's like a handful that have been like, oh, I want to do stand-up. Yeah. And it's like, you don't need to, one. Two, it's a skill set.
If you really wanted to, you'd be doing it already.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be coming to me and telling me. You'd just be going out and trying it.
Exactly. It's just, they always come in here and think they can do these things, and they can't.
Yeah.
Like building one business, you build another. I get it. You built PayPal, you do Tesla, you do SpaceX, you do Twitter. Fine.
I'm man enough to admit that I can't create these giant huge corporations.
Of course not.
You should be man enough to admit that you can't get on stage in front of 12 people and make it work for 45 minutes.
The amount of, the other person that really irked me was Malcolm Gladwell.
The 10,000 hours guy?
Yes.
He said something that I remember this.
Yeah, he said that anybody, that stand-up isn't difficult. And it's like, man, go back to writing your stupid books, nerd. You know what I mean? Like, with your stupid fucking hair and your dumb face. It's like, that sounds great. Like,
I don't know what he looks like, but fuck you, Malcolm Gladwell,
it's
you
like,
dumb-haired, dumb-faced bitch.
See, stand-up is difficult. Like, it's just absurd behavior to be like, oh, I can stand on stage and be funny. No, man, you felt this way because somebody laughed at your jokes because they want to have sex with you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it really is.
It's a strange thing for such a smart guy, Malcolm Gladwell, to be like, have no experience in stand-up.
Yeah.
I assume to have never have done it.
No.
And even with stand-up, like something like cooking,
right.
doing it a dozen times, you've barely scratched the surface. Until you've really like been doing it a long time kind of and knowing the ins and outs of it, you don't know what it is. So for him to make this declarative statement, as a genius, arguably, that it's an easy thing to do, it's like it's a blind spot.
Yeah, that's
hubris.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with anyone else who does. John Mayer and whoever.
Right. Madonna. That was that one killed me. Even though I knew she wasn't gonna. She's like she just wanted to do it one time.
They never do. Yeah.
It's always like, you guys know how it is being rich, and the audience goes, no, we don't.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing with like the beautiful thing about with sports is nobody ever gives them. You know what I mean? Like no one's ever gonna be like, oh man, I made millions of dollars in Bitcoin. I'm going to join the NBA.
Right.
And it's like that's like the one thing that I love that about, even with music too, right? Where it's just like people will become millionaires, they'll be famous, and then they'll be like, oh, I'll put out a pop album.
Yeah.
You know how many like people like socialites or whatever, actors, actresses are like, oh, I'll just put out a pop album.
Did you ever watch Shameless?
Yeah.
You know Emmy Rosso, I think her name is, the main.
Yeah.
She's got out like 3 albums.
Man.
But I think she was always like she was like one of those, I dance, I sing, I act, I do it all.
Right.
But it's still like, why are you doing it? No one's buying this.
Yeah.
Just show your tits in episode 3.
Right.
Argue with Frank.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Kick Lip out of the house. You know what I mean?
You can do
Play the hits, lady.
That's all it is. That's the album we want.
My favorite one is Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
From Home Alone, from The Irishman.
Yeah.
Before he got into acting, he was like a crooner.
Oh, Lord.
He put out an album a year ago. Joe Pesci.
Rick Moranis.
No, he does not.
He has a country album.
A country album?
Yeah.
I was going to guess something like Devo.
No.
Like electric pop, boop,
no.
boop, boop, boop.
I felt the robot voice coming.
Beep, boop. Yeah. Rick Moranis coming right at you.
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Wait for the beat drop.
My wife is really dead.
He should do a gangster rap album. If anything,
that'd be
like,
hilarious.
if you think you just come up to me on the street and punch me in the face, you wrong, son.
I'll show you how we do this shit out here
on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Just him in his tiny frame.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that really kind of irks me. Before we go on, I wanted to ask one more thing about Christmas.
Sure.
Big gets. Any good gets?
Well, let's just say that running joke is still happening in my family. I may not really get it. My brother got me a JBL Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
And I already have a Bluetooth speaker, but it's an upgrade.
Okay.
So and it's something I'll use all the time.
Is it those small one? Does it have the little rope thing on it?
Yes. You can put it in the shower.
Yes, yeah. I got the same one. I know exactly where he got it from and how much.
I hung it in the shower and I keep knocking my head into it now. I'm just kidding. I don't know. All right. A little dad joke for Christmas.
All right.
Okay?
I was gonna say, all right.
I don't know. I got that. My brother and his girlfriend got me candy and drugs, which I regifted some of them to you.
Absolutely appreciate it.
My mom got me a bunch of clothes that don't fit, but that's not her fault.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She got me a pair of Puma sweatpants that are XXL. It looks like something a husky high schooler would wear, and I'm looking at it like I almost wanted to try them on just to be like, you thought this was gonna fit me? You thought this was gonna but that's a mother's love, she sees you as skinnier, smarter.
Yeah. My mom said to me, she's like, don't ever buy me gifts again.
She said it like that?
Yeah, she was like
Arnold?
Yeah, she said I like
don't
Batman.
Ever buy me gifts again.
You take these gifts and get them out of here.
What year did she say that?
This year.
Oh my God! What'd you get her again?
I got her the coloring book, dude. I
thought these were all good. She's like, never ever again.
No, she liked the gift. This is when I go, before she gets them, I go, listen, I got you some stuff for Christmas. She goes, don't get me gifts. And I go,
it's too late. It's gotten.
Yeah, they're purchased.
Yeah.
She's like, cancel them. And I go,
you don't even know what they are yet.
Yeah, like what? You know what I mean? Like
I bought you a Cadillac, Mom.
Yeah.
She's like, return it. Yeah. I don't know why she sounded like Vlad the Impaler there.
I want the oil.
I do not want your car. Your sympathy gift.
What would she want?
What would your mom want?
What would she want?
What kind of what
would
your
she
mom
want? Vlad the Arora
I could see your mom cruising around on a Vespa.
on a Vespa?
Yeah.
How would she ask? What would she?
Hair flying in the wind.
What would she say to me when taking the Vespa out?
Adios, loser. And you're behind her and you get hit with the gas or the fumes, rather. You know what I mean?
The one that's extra smoky and shit.
There's no sand on the street, but it's all sand being hit up into your face for some reason.
Yeah.
I paid extra for that. I don't think I got any crazy banger gifts.
Yeah.
Which is not, I'm not saying I had a really lovely Christmas, but
Sure.
I'm a fucking 33-year-old man. I don't expect, you know what I mean?
Of course.
My best Christmases are behind me. I got N64
yeah.
with Rogue Squadron one year.
That was it. That's a huge get.
How are you ever going to top that?
No, absolutely not.
I spent hundreds of hours playing games on that thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So listen, my parents have done their work already. Mm-hmm. It was fun. Christmas sucked. What'd you get?
I got Dina got me a pair of headphones.
Okay.
This seems to be
a minute.
A running thing. No, but this is I need it for my computer. Like I just want to be able to like.
Is that them right there?
Yeah. It's like.
Are they more beats?
No. It's just a company called Anchor. It was good. Okay. It's good. You know what's really cool? Like you take them off and they pause.
That is good.
That's a pretty nifty.
That's a good
feature.
It's a
nifty thing. Yeah. So she got me that. And she got me like this Sherpa lined sweatshirt.
All right.
Yeah. So it's real fucking comfy.
Are you wearing pajamas? I'm just realizing.
Yeah, I am. Real comfy.
This is a Christmas episode, I guess.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So we did that, but this is the thing. Every year we go to my buddy Chris's house, and we have the same meal. I ever tell you this?
What's the meal?
The meal is. So I showed up one day at his house after Christmas. I mean, on Christmas Day, I show up around like 3:00, and he goes, "They're opening gifts." I didn't know. I didn't know about like how.
It's a little late in the day, but okay.
They're all.
You thought you gave them time?
Yeah, I didn't know that's when they do it. I didn't know anyone. You know what I mean?
3 is late.
Yeah, I stopped celebrating Christmas for so long at that point that I didn't know.
No. You were right. They're wrong.
All right. Okay.
They're wrong to be opening gifts this late.
Okay, that's fair. So they have the same dinner every year, which is like they put out like an antipasto, you know, the fresh moots, all that. Then there's a salad with sesame ginger dressing and like mandarin oranges.
Sounds good.
It's delicious.
Sounds nice.
And then they do raviolis, and then they have mashed potatoes and a roast beef.
All right.
It's a solid.
That's a good Christmas
dinner.
dinner.
And I've done
you
this.
got the raviolis. You got the antipasto.
Absolutely. I've done this every year since I was 18. I've gone to their house. But because of the pandemic and shit like that, I haven't been able to go.
So you had double servings this year?
What do you mean?
Like you had an extra big plate you had to make up.
Yeah. No, I did. I tried to do the recipe at home.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah. The salad came out great. I found the reason why I want to talk about this is because I found a pasta place in Astoria. They make raviolis. Phenomenal.
I feel like ravioli isn't a hard thing to nail.
To make them?
Not to make them by hand, but like you can just buy good ravioli
from
in the
where?
Store. The store? I don't know.
The store?
Yeah, you know.
Which store?
Ravioli store?
Ravioli
factory?
Yeah, whole raviolis?
Pasta factory?
Yeah. Trader Raviolis?
Yeah, Trader Joe's. No, there you go. Trader Joe's would have good ravioli.
Trader
frozen
ravioli? Yeah.
You could freeze ravioli and
sea
shit.
raviolis?
You know? All right, so these raviolis are really good, I'm guessing?
They're phenomenal.
Cheese, meat? What are we talking
about?
Spinach?
I got cheese in one, and then I got mushrooms in the other.
Mushroom ravioli?
I got her. Come on now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, girlfriend's a pescatarian. What do you want?
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So wait, how was the dinner?
Phenomenal.
Nobody fought?
Nobody fought.
That's boring. You didn't throw a dish? You didn't bring up Caitlyn Jenner? Nothing?
I've tried to.
Nobody took the bait?
She was using my arguments for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's finally coming around.
Yeah, she's like, they aren't people. No. When was the fist fight?
The fist fight was about... the first one was like 6 years ago.
Sure.
And I couldn't tell you what it was over.
It's never the...
I couldn't tell you what the first two were over.
Me and my brother were at some point were arguing on the phone slightly, but we weren't like... It was like almost an argument.
Yeah.
And at one point I go, what is even the point of your point?
Yeah.
And he goes... I don't really know.
To be combative towards you.
And I go,
that's all I know how to do.
And I go, then I don't know what your point is.
Yeah.
And I go, and he goes, he's trying to explain to me like something about work or whatever. And he goes, like in comedy, it'd be like, and I go, you don't need to do that.
You don't know comedy.
Also,
I wouldn't be like in the OR.
Yeah. It's just like people who need to compare with a comparative thing as to when somebody does something.
Yeah.
Need to stop doing that.
Right.
Like you don't need to take my profession that you know little about,
and
then try to use a parallel for some odd.
Do you remember what his analogy was?
He couldn't even.
I'm kind of curious.
I stopped him.
He's like, you're being like a heckler.
Yeah. I was like,
like, not at all.
I was like, you don't need to do this. Talk to me like a human being.
Yeah.
Tell me what your point is. He goes, I just figured it'd be easy for you to understand. And I go, I can understand things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's talk it out.
Yeah, I just wanted to be, and it's always that with family, there's always that one step before you want to go, how many books you read this year?
Right. You just want to start calling them out on their idiotic
It's
things.
like, let's see how wild we can get.
I don't remember what the first two were about. Just that there was definitely drinking and it was definitely late at night.
Sure.
And I remember the first time fist fight, second, and it's all like me and my brothers.
Right,
you know?
right,
It's not
of
like
course.
no one's punching mom. I don't want anyone to think we're doing.
You guys
12
are on
rounds.
the back deck and be like,
Yeah.
you know that year when you cold clocked me?
Yeah, exactly.
It was a sucker's move.
Mom's like, I didn't mind when you punched me, but
Yeah.
the ninth day that you said I didn't know you at all, that one really hurt. You know what I mean? The physical attacks I can take.
Yeah.
The emotional ones really sting.
Right.
First one's a regular old fist fight. No big deal.
Sure.
The next year,
What
there's
do you mean?
no big deal. It's
No
not
big,
like
no big deal is
no broken noses. I don't think anyone was bleeding. It was like a
but
couple
what
punches were thrown.
agitates a fist fight? Like what's the starting thing here?
Just the way that family can get under your skin, and the way brothers can get under your skin.
You know, that's the thing. It's never like you versus your brother. You know what I'm saying?
It's not politics.
Yeah.
We're not talking. It's not money.
No, it's not. It's unlike the argument is not you versus him.
Uh-huh.
It's the 7 different things you've done to him,
Yeah.
the 7 different things he's done to you, and all those guys royal rumbling in this argument.
It's him saying something 5 hours previous that
Yeah.
only I really understood
Yeah.
he was saying. But the fact that he said it around everybody made me self-conscious.
Yeah.
And then later on in the night, me still thinking about that, I sting him with something too personal. And now we're just off to the races. Where it's just, you know.
Oh, yeah. Backhanded, patty.
Yeah, it's the
so
fucking.
patty.
It's the Pesci thing where it's like, you better kill me because I'm going to come back. You stab me, I'm going to come back with a gun.
Oh,
you come with it, you know what I mean?
100%.
You better just end it early on.
Yeah. I got off the phone like relatively soon after because
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't get into an argument.
Yeah.
And we left it cordial. And I'm like,
Dina's listening to the conversation. She just starts putting on her jacket towards the end. She's like, I got to get out of here. I'm not going to deal with the aftermath of this.
yeah. And she was, no, I was out. I was grocery shopping.
Oh, you're having this conversation in public?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm wandering the
fair.
aisles. I'm wandering the aisles and I'm going, you know what? I'm not going to agitate this situation. Yeah. It's cordial.
Yeah.
We've been cordial and it's fine and we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you get out right before there's smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to say I refuse to engage, but
Yes.
but continue this if you'd like.
Yeah.
You won't get anything more out of me.
Right.
But feel free to keep popping off.
Yeah. Pop off.
Pop off like a bag of popcorn.
Yeah. I'm out.
You're just going to burn out.
I'm going to tell you right
Okay.
now, your boy, I've seen it all. I'm Orville Redenbacher. I've seen all this shit.
So first one, no big deal.
Okay.
Second one, I'll let it go. It's Christmas. Second one, there's a hole in the wall. Now my dad's pissed. My dad must have plugged up so many holes in drywall over the course of 20 years from having 4 boys. There was one in the past year. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Or no, probably the past 2 years.
100%.
The third one, though.
I once came home from college.
Uh-huh.
And I went to say hello to my brother.
Yeah.
And I'd woken him up.
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
no.
I'm home.
Oh, no.
He goes, fuck do I care?
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
I'm on his side, dude.
Dude, I got so angry.
What, that he didn't jump up and hug you?
I felt so hurt. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong here. I'm
Yeah, you
totally
are.
in the wrong here. But I immediately put a hole in the wall.
What? You're like, you wake him up, like, I'm home from college. He's like, the fuck do I care? And you just, punch the wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're
100%. I was raging with emotion.
I don't think I've ever put a hole in a wall.
You've never been the guy.
No, I've never been the guy to
Oh,
put a hole
man.
in a wall. Yeah, I think one time I snapped a. How Long Island is this?
Yeah.
One time my brother made me so mad, I just grabbed the nearest thing, which happened to be a Billy Joel CD,
Yeah.
and I snapped it in front of his face. It was a scene right out of an Italian restaurant.
That is so Long Island.
It was the stranger. I snapped the stranger right in front of his face.
You just see your mom in the corner, tear coming down her eye.
And my brother starts laughing because it's not his CD. It's my other brother's CD. My other brother finds out. He goes, what the fuck did you break my CD for? I was just so angry.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put a hole in the wall. I had to break your CD.
Hilarious.
Third,
My brother once threw me through the wall.
Oh, yeah. My brother, my brother one time while driving just took my head and just like cracked it into the passenger door window.
Broke the window?
Did not break the window, but like I was surprised it didn't break.
Yeah.
This was on the way to school. I start crying. I go, pull over and let me out. And I walk the rest of the way.
Yo, the emotional "let me out here" is the best thing. I once ever have a girl do that with you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had a girl say "let me out here."
I once had this girl I was dating.
I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, bitch, you better tuck and roll. I mean, I ain't going past 15. We're rolling through stop signs.
I pulled right the fuck over. It was like an industrial part of town.
Oh, shit.
I let her out and I go, good.
Brooklyn, Queens, where?
It was like Long Island, but it's like that's worse.
Yeah, an industrial space? Yeah, you're not going to catch no public transportation?
No, there's where you're going to go.
You let her out?
Yeah, I let her out.
Did they ever find the body?
We're best friends now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are tight.
So it's just like I let her out and then I just keep driving and right before I let her out, she's walking.
Yeah.
And I pull up next to her and I roll down the window.
You're like, how much?
And I go, this is the thing where I got to lean over.
Yeah.
And do the wind down. And I go, I hope somebody kills you.
You said that to
her? I hope you get got. And then I picked her up. But, I was still I was so angry.
How far did she walk before she conceded and was like, all right, I'll get back in the car?
I mean, maybe like 100 feet.
All right. Yeah. Because you're just crawling next to her. Yeah. Like, come on, get in the car.
And then I let her walk and I was like behind her in the car.
Stop being dramatic.
And then I just got her back in. And I was like, let me just drop you home.
Right.
Yeah. So your brother smashes head into the window.
So, yeah, that was just a one-off, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the third year that we had a Christmas Eve fight in the Rooney household.
Yeah.
We have a great night Christmas Eve. Go to my aunt's house, drinking, eating. Santa Claus comes, gives the kids gifts.
Yeah. Time at the rail?
We go to the rail for a little bit. Yeah. Railroad in Valley Stream. Shout out. Best watering hole in the world.
Right. Oh, Castanelli Foods, Pasta Spot, Astoria.
There you go.
I wrote a review that night.
Oh, God. You and your fucking reviews and your emails.
I like to support local business.
You're like, I invested in the company that evening.
That's what I mailed them a check.
I owe 5% of the stock now.
They're keeping that check, and I'm never hearing from them again. So go on.
And but we have a great night. You know, when your family's really getting along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we go back to my parents' house, and me and my older brother, Sean. Post-rail. Yeah. Post-drinking heavy at the rail.
Who's in the situation here? Who's at the house?
Me and my older brother, Sean, we're on the first floor having another beer, talking about how good the night's been.
Yeah.
Brian, my younger brother, has gone upstairs to bed.
Sure.
My youngest brother is too young still to be hanging with us, drinking, doing the thing. Now it's almost like he might as well be our age. It don't matter.
Of course, yeah.
But at the time, he's still a little too young. So me and my brother Sean are talking about what a great, peaceful...
I like that.
Christmas we've had.
There we go.
You know, we've had a couple rough years in the past.
How old are you guys at this point?
I'm like 26 probably.
Yeah. Nothing's better when you're 26 and that age, like in past mid-20s. And you're just like, I'm an adult now.
I'm an adult, drunk. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Everything's fine.
Everything's great.
We had such a great night. Let's go upstairs and say goodnight to Brian. And he wasn't asleep yet. Brian was getting into bed when we went up there.
Yeah, okay.
But my brother Sean just starts fucking with him. Just like poking him in the arm and shit. And I can see this coming from a mile away. I'm like, this is about to devolve into a full-blown brawl. And within 5 minutes of us going up there, my brother and Sean and Brian just rolling around in the bed, like not funny wrestling, like trying to get a grip on each other.
Real wrestling,
making too much noise. Sure. My dad comes running up the stairs in his underwear.
Sure.
This poor fucker's 60 years old. He's like, you're adults.
You know, what are you doing?
You don't even live here, some of you. Like, what the fuck? Why are you fighting in my house? Go fight it out in the streets.
Right.
And it was a big one. Everyone woke up. My mom woke up. We conferred about it in the kitchen then. And I got called as a witness. They were like, what happened? You were there.
Right.
And I had to throw Sean under the bus. I was like, I'd like to say it was a mutual thing, but Sean pretty much started it. And Sean's still drinking at the time. He's just looking at me like, I did what I did. You know what I mean? I did what I did. I don't regret it. I'd probably do it again. You know, like, fucking asshole.
When somebody's in the wrong,
but they're
doubling down, tripling down. After a while, if you're not on the other end of it, I
start to believe them.
You not only that, if you're not on the other end of it, you start to enjoy it.
Yeah. Because you want to like lob more and more at them. You're like, what about this? It's Shaggy all over again. Just deny it wasn't me.
Yeah. And then when they go,
Sean starts going. He's like, I wasn't even here for that. Someone might have broken in. I was at the rail. You can call the rail and ask me. They'll tell you I was there. I'm like, we came home from the rail together. He's like, I don't know this man. This man is a stranger to me.
Yeah.
And the next day, the nice end to this story, though, is that the whole family wakes up the next morning and everyone's miserable.
Yeah.
There's a big fight 8 hours ago. Everyone's miserable. Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
Especially Sean and Brian are just miserable as
Sure.
fuck. Those are the two brothers who are fighting. I look at my youngest brother, who's like 15 or something, and I say to him, I go, we're getting out of here. Come on, let's go. We're going to take a ride. And we went to the Valley Stream Murderplex, which is no longer there. It was actually called the Multiplex on Sunrise Highway.
Sure, I know that one.
But there was many shootings there.
Yes, there were.
So
this is the same place where I think at the Walmart somebody got trampled.
Yes, this is exactly the same place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe 300 yards from this place.
Right.
So just to give you an idea.
Sunrise Highway? More like Sunsets.
Sunrise Highway, technically Long Island, but you'd be like, this must be Deep Queens if you saw it. You had to go through metal detectors to get in there.
Into the movie theater?
Into the movie theater. And this is 2013, I want to say. And I took my youngest brother, 15 at the time, to go see The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
So just titties and drugs and crazy shit.
Yeah.
And also like a 3.5-hour movie. By the time we got out of there, my hangover was gone. We were both in a great mood.
Yeah.
We go back to the house.
I'm 15 and my 26-year-old brother is taking me to see Wolf of Wall Street, dude, I'm having a party.
On Christmas Day?
On a Christmas Day. Did he get snacks?
Of course.
Yeah.
What are the other options? We stay home and be miserable with these fuckers?
No, you said fuck.
No,
man,
we went out, dude. We had a good time.
Yo, dude.
Good memory.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Good
it was
on
a good
you.
call.
Yeah.
I said, I was just like, because it was early in the day. I knew I had to put in family time. Like, I got to be there until like 5 or 6, but it's like, let me go kill 5 hours by going to see a Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite Christmas memories. What is my entire family fighting and me and my youngest brother just bailing.
Yeah.
Getting out of there.
Get out of the bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I just...
most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, we love it. Love the holidays. All right, we got anything to push?
Yeah, this Friday, the day before New Year's Eve, Friday, January 30th, I will be headlining.
December 30th.
I fucking did that on my Instagram stories too.
Yes.
Someone corrected me. They're like, this Friday is still December.
Yes.
This Friday, 2 days after this episode comes out, December 30th, I'll be headlining McGuire's Comedy Club in Bohemia, doing 45 plus.
Right.
Come out and hang out. It's going to be a good show. I know it's the night before Christmas Eve. You're probably partying the next night. Come have a quiet night with me. We'll be out of there by 10. All right? Come have a quiet drink.
If you're in Long Island, go see Dennis Rooney.
Go see me. Follow me on Instagram too, at dennisrooney7. What do you got for him?
This comes out Wednesday. Let's see. On the 30th, if you are in the city, I'll be at Pete's Candy Store, 7 o'clock show, and then West Side Comedy Club at 10 p.m. And that's my show for this year. That's the one show I'm going to push. And then also in January, we'll just push those dates when they come out.
Go see that Pete's Candy Store show. Grilled cheese?
Yes, grilled cheese with Chris Barnes.
Chris Barnes and Mike Toohey, good friends of mine.
Right.
You hate them, but that's all right.
They're good
No,
guys.
I'm kidding.
They're
I'm
good
kidding.
guys.
They are good dudes.
I think that it should be a fun show altogether.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a good show.
Also, thank you guys for the follows and sharing the videos.
Keep sharing the clips, please.
Yes, it's the Instagram's been pushing, the YouTube. Subscribe, please subscribe to the YouTube or the or follow however you can. So if you enjoyed this clip or any part of the podcast, subscribe, follow, do all those things. That really helps a lot. And this is the last episode of the year.
Oh shit! Happy New Year! Oh, I should have brought a kazoo or a noisemaker.
Yeah.
We'll get them next year.
How about you just sing us out?
City Rats.
Have a good year, everybody.